Welcome. This is just a short introductory video on VisualAda, which now supports Visual Studio 2022. So let's get started. Create a project. You'll notice the filter. I've got a filter set for the Ada language, so it's only going to show the templates that come with the add-in. So let's create a console app. You'll notice two files were generated. The main console app one, which is your main entry point, and a GPR file. So let's start editing. So the statement completion has been somewhat improved. Example, the use clause now only brings back those packages that have been previously with, so to speak. Notice statement completion has also brought back the types that I can use given the context of the with clauses, and obviously the system package. Statement completion also does procedure calls, in this case put line. Note the brace completion. Okay, let's build this. Let's set a breakpoint here and run under debug. Note the default debugger is GDB. And you'll see that the breakpoint's been hit on this line. And I can see my local variables, I and J. And on this side of the screen, you've got the GDB diagnostics coming out. Okay, just hit F5 to run the rest of the program. If I wanted to, I could also select, use the Microsoft linker. And rebuild that. And if I debug it this time, I should get more or less the same results as before, with the exception that a console window comes up and actually shows me the output. Again, the locals window is populated by the two local variables, I and J, and this time the output also includes the normal debug coming out of the Microsoft Visual Studio debugger. Okay, let's change this back to the no. Okay, let's add a reference to a project, and we do that by going to the Ada directories and additional project files and add in the use. To get IntelliSense to work with that, I actually need to close the solution and reopen it. That way the IntelliSense sense is reinitialized with all the reference projects. So if I do with okay, well, what I forgot to do is actually rebuild the project, and I need to do that to bring in the reference to the Coal project, which is now there. So if I save that again, reopen it, click Connect, which is part of the standard library, and also Connect Coal. Okay, we can also set other project properties via the standard Visual Studio mechanisms, and you'll see here I've got builder options that I can set, although there are no builder options at the moment. Compiler options, the reference manuals, as are the binder options and the linker options. If you use the Microsoft linker, you will also then need to adjust some of these settings, particularly additional library files. So as an example, Connect Coal, I would need to specify where the libraries for Connect Coal are. If I turn this back to yes, so this build will actually fail at the moment. Because I have unresolved references. So let's just go and fix that. So now I'm actually using the linker options. I'm using the standard naming conventions for GCC. Right. And I also need to specify the folder where libnetcol.a lives, and that will be in this directory. So now if I build this, it should build, and it does. We can also set the target machine. So let's Microsoft linker off for the time being. Let's do LLVM as an example. And let's rebuild this. Obviously my LLVM environment doesn't actually have NatCol, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay, that seems to have worked. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.